Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Mystery Meat Show. Today is episode 5 of Breaking Blue Sky, where we just get deep into the cesspool. That is the Blue Sky app, the Blue Sky platform, which you've all learned to know and love. Today's episode is brought to you by Skank. Skank, oh my. Anyways, Skank, they are releasing 2 new odors this summer for the transgender inside you. They say their new fragrance, Hot Muff, is perfect for anyone trying to suppress hormone therapy and is perfect for your next riot. Also coming out is their highly anticipated Climate Change, which is a blend between Indian street food and jet fuel. Skank, a liberal's essence, offers starting at Jiffy Lube and all the 7-Elevens in San Francisco, which haven't been shut down. Jim, is this right? Who wants to smell like Hot Muff? Anyways. Oh, lovely. So, we are back. As always, yep, here we are. That's just perfect. So, as a mayoral race in New York has convened, they voted for a Muslim socialist, which is the easiest way to put it. Well, it's been very well known that the only reason New York is become the shithole place that it has become is because they're not left enough, right? The Cuomo's, the Democrat policies that have governed that state and the city, for that matter, for the last 40 plus years, it's been too center. Some would say too a little right leaning. So they voted 33-year-old Zohran Mamadani, the nepo baby, parents very wealthy. Some of his past, which they tried to suppress, he was a rapper under the stage name Mr. Cardamom. Go look him up on YouTube. He will be New York City's new mayor. So that's fantastic. He is a devout socialist, devout Muslim, which, they're just taking over our country, isn't it? That's just what they needed. So, and he's only been an American citizen for about 7 years. And Blue Sky, virtually every post is just, they're so happy that a socialist is elected into office. Some of his campaign goals were government-run grocery stores, free transportation. He does not want ICE kicking he's basically doubling down on the sanctuary city. So the illegal gangbangers, child rapists, murderers, sex traffickers, they're safe in New York. So PSA, if you are an illegal immigrant who has committed some heinous crime, go to New York City. You will be safe there under the new governor, Zohran Mamadani. Chat, that is not an Indian dish. That is his name. Please be respectful. Coming on the heels of Eric Adams' downfall, you could basically say, this is sure to impress, and it's only almost certainly going to be the nail in New York City's coffin, which they so desperately needed. As you know, New York City has just, it's Gotham City, isn't it? Who the hell wants to go there? So, you don't want to be, you have to let them win, right? You don't want to be seen as transphobic. You don't want to be seen as intolerant, xenophobic. So let the Muslim get a win. That, it is a bummer. It is a bummer. For, I think, too long now, we've allowed the media and the people on the fringe left to kind of dictate and set the playing field for who's, they're setting they set the standards for who's compassionate, who's intolerant, and then you get lashed down, you get canceled, and basically publicly lashed for not conforming to every single leftist viewpoint. Say you're climate change, LGBTQ plus 2 alpha. You believe in that. You believe Ukraine, COVID. You got all your boosters. But damn. I think Hamas and Palestine war, I think Israel needs to go over there and take care of business. Nope, they'll kick you out. As indifferent as you may feel, in my honest opinion, when I think of genocide, I think of Rwanda. 800 to 1 million people slashed to bits by Africans with machetes and gardening equipment, effectively, right? The population of Gaza has doubled over the last 10 years, which ranks Israel's genocide one of the worst in human history. Even though they have F-16s, massive bombs, far superior military equipment, although Hamas, and with the billions of dollars they've received, just so happen to not feed their citizens or provide infrastructure, hospitals, education, pretty much anything else. They just devoted all that money to being terrorists. October 7th was one of the worst attacks in Israel. Obviously, it garnered a lot of attention and support from the left. New York City saw record riots. People were excited to wear keffiyehs, support Hamas. We got to see them waving the flags with the paratroopers coming in and doing absolute devastation, sexual assault. And it's all on GoPro too, right? They love to record their stuff. Women being trafficked across over the border with what can only be described as massive gang rape to these poor women. The back of their trucks, bleeding from their private areas, both in the front and back. But, Hassan Piker, Frogans, they would always say that there's no forensic evidence of sexual assault taking place. But Donald Trump, what's that lady's name? Donald Trump. What is her name? Eugene Carroll. The left obviously got behind her because she couldn't provide when it happened, where it happened, what time of day, where exactly she was. I don't even think she knew the year, but the liberals really backed her. The Me Too movement, believe all women kind of fell apart when it comes to the Muslim terrorists raping and sodomizing Israeli women. Be that as it may, Mamdani has taken a pretty centered stance on Israel, I think, although he's sure to expose, just like Sadiq Khan in the UK, how radical Muslim they can get. So I hope to God that Sharia law is practiced in New York. This could be a case study for Americans around the country to see what not to do and who not to elect, as this is certain to get more popular and these kinds of people are getting more attention. Ilhan Omar, the Minnesota Somalian refugee, who for all intents and purposes appears to be a burn victim at this point, hates America, as they all do, right? Democrats are often never propose any policy that actually benefits America, whether it's giving billions of dollars to illegal immigrants, providing sex change and castrations to children, or just allowing tens of millions of immigrants into the country. So with that, we celebrate the New York mayor, the new New York mayor, New York City mayor, Zohran Mamadani. The little nepo baby. He's just like Hassan Piker, right, guys? Never really done much acting, Disney, rapping, and just thrusted into politics. So, highly qualified. And that does it for episode 5 of Breaking Blue Sky. Congratulations, and let's all watch New York City crumble into oblivion. God bless, guys.